from the Dunrovin Ranch. Suzanne Miller is here with us in spirit today. My name is Hobie here, welcoming you and everybody else to winter, which is often the longest season of the year here in Montana, and really glad you could be with us today. Suzanne's been quite busy, of course, with the Osprey projects and other things, so I'm leading you guys solo on a winter celebration here in Dunrovin country. So thanks again for joining us. My name is Hobie Hare. And it's a beautiful day. If you take a look around on our cameras, you'll just see this magnificent landscape covered with snow that fell overnight a couple of inches. There's birds everywhere. We've got the tree lights lit up. Behind us, of course, you've got Lolo Peak. You've got other beautiful mountains in the Bitterroot Range nearby. And be sure to check out the web camera, too, for the Bitterroot River. But boy, what a fall it's been. It feels like Suzanne and I were here just 10 weeks ago, 12 weeks ago. And so much has changed since then, of course. The days have gotten a lot shorter. The nights a lot longer. We've had Halloween, Thanksgiving. We're still in the middle of this big pandemic, which we hope will be ending as we get this vaccine out to help as many people as we can. And the birds, of course, are a little bit different. The osprey are not here. The eagles have pretty much left and gone south. Other eagles have come in. I did hear this past fall, sometime in October, a couple of resident grizzly bears came through this general area, not too close to Dunrovin Ranch itself, but within 15 miles of people who live in more remote parts of this part of Missoula County and Ravalli County had documented footage of grizzly bears near their cabins and near their homes. So that must have been pretty exciting for them. Hunting season just ended. Some of our neighbors successfully got some ducks and geese this year and some deer and some elk. And hunting season just ended right after Thanksgiving. So all the animals kind of get a break for now, for a while. But it's been a busy year, and I think we're all just kind of catching our breath. And we've only got about 7 days to the solstice. And we've also got just about 15, 16 days till 2021 begins. And it was pretty cool earlier today. For a few minutes in southernmost South America, there was a total solar eclipse. So if you were lucky enough to be in a boat or a plane or in parts of Chile or Argentina, you got to see the last full solar eclipse of the year in 2020 on this planet. And what I'd like to talk to you about today, though, is really that yeah, it's been a rough year. It's been a long year. The seasons keep changing. The world keeps moving. And we just keep doing our best to be the best humans we can on this planet, and also to share this planet with all these beautiful creatures, the horses, the donkey divas, all the creatures that visit or call Dunrovin home, as well as our human brethren everywhere. And something that Suzanne and I were talking about before we decided that I would do this chat solo today would be that when we look back at this year, we can just think about, oh my gosh, look at all we've gone through, all we've learned, all we've had to improvise, all the ways that we are just like many animals in nature. We're always just waking up every day, trying to do our best, trying to put food on the table, trying to do something of service and helping other people. And it's so important just to take that time to take care of ourselves too. And winter, in many ways, is a season that reminds us of that, because everything is kind of stripped down. Everything is more elemental. We can't just linger outside. If you think back to Suzanne and I hanging out in October, it was an 80-degree day, and I was barefoot, and Suzanne was, just wearing real light clothing. And here it is. It's about 25 degrees, and it's pretty comfortable since I'm bundled up. But with winter, we're just kind of prepared for the changeability of the seasons. We're here to do what's most essential, what's most elemental. And for us at Dunrovin, one big way for us to do that is to connect with you and to engage you and to welcome you, no matter where your feet are and no matter what time of year it is, and be a part of this family. We're grateful to have you as part of our family here. And so another thing, too, is that with winter, it's just, of course, it can be very cold and it can be very brutal at times. It can be very harsh, but there's this beauty about it too. And the season really challenges us to find that beauty and to enjoy and to celebrate that beauty. And in about 7 days, the days will start to get almost imperceptibly longer at first, maybe just by a few seconds. But by late January, where you live to, the days will be longer, the sun will be stronger. We'll start to see more changes as we ebb and flow towards spring. And we just want to welcome you this time of year, especially to bring in more joy and peace into your life, and to find the things that are worth celebrating and to be hopeful about. And for Suzanne and I, speaking about this before our talk today, one of the big things is just that the light is slowly returning. The dark days will be ending fairly soon. And we're just thrilled that there is a vaccine out there that can help so many people. And we're all missing our families, our ability to hang with them in person. And we're all missing our families and our friends, our ability to do things together. And we look forward to next year turning the page on that and being able to resume some activities that we enjoy and miss, and to be able to make plans to be together with our friends and family again. I'm just going to pause for a second because the birds are really active over here. Probably they're having their own little holiday celebration a little bit early. Okay, well, what I wanted to do is to talk with you a little bit about nature and Earth and just what's happening as we get deeper into winter. And I'd like to take you on a meditation. I can take you on a visualization where you can experience the Earth and the changing of the seasons with me. So if you like, you're welcome to stand up for a second and stretch. And I know I'm going to do it because I'm getting cold. And you might want to just kind of move your arms and stretch a little bit, or put your arms over your head or behind your back. You could even roll your head if you wanted to and stretch your neck. Maybe put your hands behind your back or swing back and forth. And you could even shake your legs a little bit if you wanted to. And then find that seat, that comfortable seat again. And I'd like to lead you on a meditation where we're celebrating and connecting with Earth. And so just make sure that wherever you're seated, that your feet are grounded. You can kind of wiggle your toes a little bit. Your feet are touching the ground. I'd like you to close your eyes for a minute and just really feel your feet connected to the ground, to the carpet, to the floor, to wherever it is you're sitting. And really just kind of feel the energy moving from your toes, through your knees, up your hips, and through the rest of your body to the top of your head. And just take about 5 deep breaths together. Eyes for a minute and just take a look around at your surroundings. Look at where your feet are. Look at where your legs are. Look at where your whole body is. Just kind of keep that in mind. And take a look around on the web cameras too at Dunrovin before we go deeper into this meditation. Just take a look around at this beautiful ranch, surrounded by so much majesty, by so much beauty, by winter's glory. Look at the beautiful hillsides behind us. Some of them covered in trees, some of them covered in tall grasses. Take a look at the webcam that James is going to be showing us of the Bitterroot River as it's flowing with ice going by. Maybe that ouzel's back there today. Maybe the kingfisher's there too. Maybe there's a great blue heron. Maybe there's an eagle coming by, or a fawn or a deer pausing to drink water at the water's edge. So let's close our eyes and imagine that we're here together at Dunrovin. And imagine that you're just sitting here on a bench or a chair like I am. Your feet are touching the ground. Feet feel a little bit cold, but just imagine the warmth of the earth coming up through your feet. The warmth of the earth's energy pulsing and circulating, coming up from the warm places in the earth's mantle and the earth's core, traveling up through your feet. And you're not getting burned, you're not getting hurt, but it's traveling up and it's warming your body. It's feeding your fire, feeding your spirit, warming your mind, making you smile, traveling up through your body. As you breathe in, imagine breathing in this earth's energy, this rejuvenating fire, this rejuvenating energy. As you breathe in, feel it warming your entire spirit, your heart, your body. So let's take about 5 deep breaths in and just feel it circulating as it comes in, and then you breathe it out. and repeating. And every time you do it, it gets stronger and stronger. So let's take 5 breaths together. So as you feel the pulsing energy of the earth, its rejuvenating power, its rejuvenating spirit, its rejuvenating energy, as you keep breathing in and out, and in and out, also sense the wind and the breezes of change that are traveling through Dunrovin and where you live at this time. Late fall is happening, of course. Winter is soon to be here, with strong winds at times, with blizzards at times, with ice and snow and freezing rain, with sunny clear days where it might drop below 0, with sunny clear days where it might be 30, or it might be even 45 degrees, and all the snow melts and it becomes muddy. Imagine that you're part of this cycle of the Earth's continuing energy, the Earth's rejuvenating energy, always feeding you, always helping you, always supporting all of us as we ebb and flow through the seasons, as we flow through time. And as the winds and the seasons and the sun, everything works together to create everything that we need on this planet. So let's breathe that in all together. Let's take 5 breaths again, feeling the pulsing energy from the earth, feeling the rejuvenating energy, feeling the winds of change, feeling the breath, the fresh air and the winds of winter. So let's breathe on our own for a while, breathing in everything that we're receiving, everything that we're noticing today, everything that we're feeling, everything that we're releasing as we welcome the arrival of winter and the exit of fall. And in a few minutes, at the count of 3, we'll ask us all to come back together. So let's breathe on our own and enjoy. So at the count of 3, let's open our eyes and come back together. 1001, 1002, 1003. Welcome back. I'm hoping that you're feeling more relaxed and you got a smile on your face as we welcome winter to our part of the world. And it's hard to believe that just in another week or so, we will have the shortest day of the year. We have sunrise at about 8:20 in the morning here, and the sun is down by about 4:40, so pretty long day of night. But soon after that, we'll be noticing those longer days and return of light to this part of the world. Well, I wanted to share with you, too, not some poetry today, not some prose, but something that I wrote that's original. And it's sort of in the spirit of winter and in the spirit of being tough birds, which we all are in the Dunrovin community. And it's called Small But Mighty. And it's about the black-capped chickadee. So one of my favorite birds is the black-capped chickadee. Weighing only about the weight of a AAA battery, these non-migratory birds are found from the northern two-thirds of the U.S. into Canada and much of Alaska. Black-capped chickadees are supremely adaptive birds. I watch them quietly working the grooves of lodgepole pine trees on minus 40-degree mornings, not far from Old Faithful in Yellowstone, eating insect larvae or spider eggs that they found. Or more likely, they probably have stashed them there in advance. In winter, though, black-capped chickadees might eat up to 60% of their body weight daily. On winter nights, black-capped chickadees lower their body temperature to the low 90s Fahrenheit from their typical metabolic temperature of 170 degrees Fahrenheit. They also shiver to keep warm, and in very cold spells enter a state of torpor to conserve vital energy. Perhaps the expression tough bird comes from the black-capped chickadee's example. Home in Missoula, Eric and I enjoy watching them hammering insects on nearby tree branches or zooming close overhead whenever we're lounging in the backyard. What strikes me most about them, though, is their indomitable spirit. They seem unfazed, upbeat, and resourceful, no matter what's happening in the world. The black-capped chickadee today remains spiritually and culturally significant to Crow Native Americans, who mainly reside on or near the Crow Reservation in south-central Montana, not too far from Billings. As a youth, the last Crow traditional tribal chief, Plenty-Coup, who lived from 1848 to 1932, had a vision of a great storm that toppled all but one tree in a vast forest. Perched on the lone surviving tree was a chickadee, long regarded by the Crow people as a good listener and able to adapt to change. As Plenty-Coup shared his vision with tribal elders, they interpreted it as a sign that the Crow Nation would best survive moving forward by making peace rather than warring with the U.S. government. By the end of the 19th century, and in less than a few generations, Chief Plenty-Coup and his people had shifted from being nomadic buffalo hunters to living a more individualized, agricultural-based existence. Today, Chief Plenty-Coup State Park near Pryor, Montana, chronicles the unimaginably swift changes his people underwent and had to adapt to. Before he died, Plenty-Coup and his wife Strikes the Iron gifted part of their family homestead and farm to the state of Montana as a public park. Today, it remains a vital, enduring bridge connecting to different generations and cultures, highlighting the importance of building greater understanding, empathy, and cooperation between others. Small but mighty is the chickadee, living amongst and between people who may see and experience the world differently. Yet this bird reminds us that we are not all that different from each other deep at heart. That adapting, working, and thriving together is healthier, smarter, and saner than fueling fear, hatred, and division. Again, that's Small but Mighty, and Suzanne's going to have that available for the Dunrovin community to enjoy and to read later at your own leisure. Well, it's been a cold but brief winter welcome here today. I want to sign off shortly by saying that we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday Season, a great winter solstice, whatever holidays you're celebrating, anniversaries, everything else. We hope you have a wonderful 2021. And I'll be back in March to celebrate spring's arrival. Perhaps the weather's going to be like today. It might be 50 or 60 degrees. It might be a blizzard. We don't know. But we just really appreciate you being part of our community here, tuning in day after day to be a part of connecting with nature here at Dunrovin. And we love you, and we just want you to have a great season and great holiday season and a great next year. And thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to you the next time we all get together. And again, take care. Happy holidays. See you in 2021 personally, and thanks for being with us today. Bye.